Welcome to Lies Changes Truth. I'm your host, BK Blessed, and in this podcast, we dig deep into the stories we tell ourselves, the lies we've been told, the changes we make, and the truths we uncover along the way. Life is a journey, a constant evolution from one version of ourselves to the next. But what happens when the stories we've been telling ourselves no longer serve us? When the lies we believed, whether from others or from within, hold us back from becoming our truest selves? The Bible tells us in John 8:32, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Each episode will explore how truth can free us from the lies and false narratives we've been holding on to. Every episode, we explore personal transformation and challenge the narratives that keep us stuck. Whether you're navigating self doubt, facing lies others have told you, making changes for the better, or searching for your truth, this is the place for you. So let's dive in and start our journey of truth together.
Clay Green.
Stop searching for the miracle and be the miracle. This ain't gonna be lyrical, this is straight facts. Stop waiting on the change and be the change. This ain't new news, this go way back. Stop waiting on someone to get it for you, go get it for yourself. Take your pride back. If God is your motivator, then you can do all things. Believe that. My power is divine, every line aligned with the higher power, receive that.
What's up, guys, beautiful souls? I hope today finds you healing, growing, and realizing just how powerful your presence is in this world. You already know, I'm your host, BK Blessed. And this is another episode of Lies Changes Truth. Wherever you are, can you just give God a thank you? Thank you for yet another opportunity to learn and grow. Ask him to give you wisdom today. Not just for yourself, but for the generations that come after you. Let's open our hearts and minds to the truth. Let this conversation be a seed that bears fruit in our families, in our finances, and in our faith. So listen, I was sitting here thinking about how we don't talk to our kids about money. We hand them sneakers and snacks, but we don't hand them strategy. And I think that's a problem. Because here's the lie. We should wait until our kids are older to talk to them about money. And here's the truth. By the time they're older, it might already be too late. Let me ask you something. When did you first really learn about money? Not just how to spend it, but how to respect it. How to invest it and how to multiply it. Because most of us learned the hard way. Past due bills, overdraft fees, low credit scores, and debt cycles that feel like prison sentences. And now we're out here doing the same thing to the next generation. Waiting until they're teenagers. Waiting until they're ready. But listen closely to what David Ramsey once said. If you don't teach your children how to handle money, someone else will. And they probably won't have your child's best interests at heart. I want you to think about that. The world is teaching them something already. How to spend, how to chase, how to consume. If we don't teach them the truth, we leave them to be discipled by debt. So I think we need a clearer understanding. We need to understand that money is spiritual. It's not just math and transactions. It's stewardship. It's identity. It's purpose. And the enemy would love for us to stay silent about it, especially in communities of color. Because silence is generational. And poverty? That's a generational curse when it's not interrupted by intentional teaching. There's a powerful Jewish proverb that says, if you don't teach your children how to earn money, you are teaching them to steal. Man, that's deep. But it's real. And it's exactly why in many Jewish communities, children are taught from a very early age about business, investing, tithing, and generosity. They grow up understanding that money isn't evil. It's a tool. And you better know how to use your tools or you'll always be building someone else's dream instead of your own. So I want to remix that for us. He who does not teach his children about money teaches them to depend on systems that were never designed to see them thrive. And let's be real. For Black and brown families, the stakes are even higher. Generational wealth was never handed to us. We got to build it. And that starts with breaking the silence around money. Okay, let's go to the word. Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now we love to use that for a person's good and bad behavior, or their absence from and return to the church, or how they praise and how they pray. But why not apply that to how they spend, how they save, and how they sow? Deuteronomy 6:6-7 says, these commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts, and impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road. God said to teach them as you go. Not when they turn 18. Not when they get their first paycheck. Start now. Teach them at the dinner table, in the car, and at the store when they ask, why can't we buy that? Here's a quote from Tiffany Alashay. I still don't know if I'm getting that name right, but she's the Budgetnista. Finance is not about math. It's about mindset. And the earlier your children understand that, the better equipped they'll be to handle both their blessings and their burdens with wisdom. Now I want to share some practical truth. So some things that I think that we should be teaching our children. We should be teaching them the difference between assets and liabilities. How to budget with their allowance, their birthday money, Christmas money, or whatever money is just given to them. They should know how credit works before they ever swipe a credit card, and understand investing before they buy their first pair of Jordans. They should understand how to earn money and see tithing not as charity, but as honoring God with their increase. Because money is spiritual, and stewardship starts young. Too many of us are trying to heal from wounds we could have avoided with education. And you know I'm right. Now, here's how we change the narrative. First, talk about money like it's normal. Don't make it taboo. Let them ask questions. Break it down with examples that they understand. And talk about your financial mistakes and what you've learned. And 2, it's a tool that I wish I used more. You should read children books about money. Play games that teach investing. Make it fun. And 3, give them a budget, even if it's $5. Teach them how to divide their money. Use jars for giving, saving, and spending, even with toddlers. And 4, teach them about ownership. They don't have to just work a job. They can create one. Entrepreneurial thinking starts young. And 5, model stewardship and generosity. If they don't see you budget, invest, tithe, give, and support others, they won't value it either. So now I want to share some wisdom from some notable minds. Too many people spend money they haven't earned, to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like. Will Rogers. It's not your salary that makes you rich, it's your spending habits. Charles A. Jaffe. Financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. Robert Kiyosaki. And this one right here is for the culture. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Frederick Douglass. Let's not get it twisted. God is not against wealth. He's against misplaced wealth. Matthew 6:21 reminds us, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So if your heart is for your family, for your community, for building the kingdom, then your financial literacy should reflect that. And 1 Timothy 6:10 does not say money is evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Meaning it's obsession, the worship, the chase that corrupts, not the currency. So let me ask you this. When will your child learn about credit? When will they learn about investing? When will they learn that wealth is more than just what's in your pocket? It's also what's in your mind. Because if we don't teach them, the world will. And the world doesn't want them financially free. It wants them financially dependent. If we really want to break generational curses, we can't just pray about it. We got to prepare for it. Financial literacy is one of the most powerful weapons we have to protect our families, build our communities, and honor the God that gave us the resources in the first place. Teach them how to fish. That's the saying, right? But I want to add to it. Teach them how to build the pond, own the land, invest in the bait company. That's legacy. Let me leave you with this. Money can't buy you happiness, but it could buy your children time, opportunity, and options. So stop waiting and start today. And I want to thank you, because I know that you could have been anywhere else in this world, but you're here with me on Lies Changes Truth. And I'm your humble and thankful host, BK Blessed. And I pray this episode has inspired you. And if it did, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to share it. Especially with the parents, the aunties and the uncles and big cousins out there who've got influence over the next generation. Follow me on Facebook at Lies Changes Truth. And hit me up on Instagram at lies_changes_truth. I'd love to hear how you're teaching the babies about finances and what you're learning too. Because if you weren't taught, I see you. And if you made mistakes, I get you. And if you're just learning now, I celebrate you. And if you've got little ones around you, I want you to start planting seeds now. Because generational wealth doesn't start with money. It starts with a mindset. Until next time, stay blessed, stay generous, and stay you.
This is your time, this is your life. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Be a motivator, be an innovator, be the best you. Block out the haters, winners fail and fail, but a failure quits. Go through the fire, cause your path is lit. You'll get through the pain, it might hurt a bit. That's how you get your weight up. So move all these mountains, knock down these walls, and break all these bricks. Don't let the devil fool you, see through the tricks. Can you feel the power? Yeah, you getting stronger. Can you make it through? Yeah, you got through harder. See, the time is now, can't wait no longer. Cast out the fears, no more paranoia. This is destiny, time to grab a hold. This is meant to be, time to let it go. Believe in yourself, God's in control. This the realest thing I ever wrote, to whom it may concern. This is your life, this is your time. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Follow God's plan, follow his light. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. Have no fear, cause he's right here. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright. This is your time, this is your life. You're gonna be alright, you're gonna be alright.